So in last session, we have started with the authentication functions. We know that whenever any two parties, two entities are communicating with each other, that time there will be some principles we have to follow. We have to make sure about some points like integrity, confidentiality, authentication, availability, consistency, right? So these all things we have to maintain that in that one of the point is authentication, right? So to provide the authentication, we have to um, we have to place one point where we can say yes, this is the authenticated data, and for that we want one authenticator, right? So how we are going to provide this, or how we are going to verify whether this is the authenticated data or not? For that we have three types or three methods are available. The first one, that is encryption. The second is the MAC, that is message authentication code. The third is the hash function, right? From which in the encryption process, the plain text on which we provide some calculations, we do some processes, right? We encrypt the data. And after encryption process, we received the ciphertext. Now that ciphertext will work as authenticator, okay? In message authentication code, this we consider as a function, that is message authentication code. To this function, we provide two inputs. One is a message and another is a key. Okay. So by using these two inputs and by applying this function, we form a result, we receive a result with some fixed length of code. Okay. That code we call it as a MAC, message authentication code. Okay. Now this value will be a fixed length of code which is less than the value of the input. Fine. Now here in this operation, the result which we have received, this will work as an authenticator. If the received value MAC, if the whatever the received MAC calculation will be same as of received, like whatever the sender has calculated, if both values are the same, then we can say this is the authenticated data, right? The received data is the authenticated data, that is the MAC. Now the third one was the hash function. Now before this, we have in the last session we have discussed the different scenarios, what can happen, and in which cases or by which method we can form or we can achieve the authentication, and in which cases we can lose or we can gain the confidentiality on the data. Okay. Also we have discussed about the MAC also. Here also we have discussed some cases, some scenarios. Now third we have to discuss today, that is hash function. Now this hash function is again working like this MAC. This MAC is nothing but this is also called as the cryptographic checksum. Okay. जैसे कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क्स में हमने पढ़ा था कि whenever we are sending the data, one checksum will be calculated and this process will be done at second and the fourth layer. मतलब data link layer और transport layer में दोनों में भी checksum calculation process हो सकता है. Now there also we used to find out we used to calculate some values, and we put that values into the data, or we append that values into the data, and then we transfer it to the receiver. Receiver also calculate the same thing or uses the same procedure and find out some values. Okay. If the received value and the calculated value is same, then that time also receiver is saying, okay, I have received the actual data. So the same way the hash function is also working, but the difference here available is, to this hash function, we are only providing the input, that is your message, whatever the plain text will be there, right? There will not be any key which we are externally providing as an input to this hash function. Whatever the calculations are present, the mathematical expressions, whatever will be there, that will be present in this function itself. We just have to provide the message. Okay. So after calculation of this hash function, we will get the output with the fixed length code, and that code we are going to call it as a hash code, or this is also called as message digest. Okay. अब मैसेज डाइजेस्ट के भी नंबर ऑफ वर्जन है, MD5, MD6 लाइक दैट. ओके. सो यहाँ पे मैसेज डाइजेस्ट भी इसको कहा जाता है हैश कोड, एंड दिस हैश कोड हियर विल वर्क एज एन ऑथेंटिकेटर. फाइन. if the hash code which is calculated by sender, if it is equals to the calculation done by the receiver, then only receiver will make sure, yes, this is authenticated data and I have received the correct data. Some confidentiality authentication parameters we have to verify. Okay, so here also we have to discuss about some scenarios or some cases where we can achieve, or in which case we can achieve the authentication, in which case we can achieve confidentiality, or in which case we can achieve both the things. Okay, so one by one we will discuss that. The first case here, consider one sender is available here who has a message to transmit. Okay, suppose there is a message which is available at the sender side. Now this message will be passed through the hash function, right? Now simply how this hash function works, any plain text will be transmitted to this hash function. Suppose this is the hash function, and now it will generate some fixed length of code, and this code will be less than the length of this plain text. Okay, always remember this code is less than the length of this plain text. This is the hash function, right? So it will generate some x value or h value, which we call it as a hash code. The same thing we are doing here. Simple, the first scene will be simple, where we have a message, we are passing it through hash function. So after passing through hash function, it will generate some hash code. Okay, now while it will generate, now what we are going to do, this message as well as this hash code we are going to append. Okay, we are appending this message as well as this hash code. Now after this, we are transmitting this for the encryption process. Okay, the appended data, we are passing it through the encryption. For this encryption, sender is going to use some key which is available at sender side as well as at receiver side. This is the symmetric encryption key method. Okay, so here message plus this hash code, generated hash code, will be passed through this encryption. By using the key, encryption will be done. Now some ciphertext, ignore this one. Now after this, it will generate some ciphertext, right? Here we will have some ciphertext for this plain text as well as for the hash code. Right? Now when it will be received by the receiver, now receiver at the receiver side, it will decrypt that code. Whatever it has received, it will just decrypt by using the same key which is used by the sender at the while at the process of encryption. Okay, so after decryption, receiver will have two different parts. That is, one is the message and one is hash code. Right, one is message and one is hash code. Now whatever the message and hash code is there, from that this message bits will be transferred to the hash function. Okay, this message bits will be transferred to the hash function. Now after this hash function, some results will be generated, some values will be generated, right? So this is the hash code, generated hash code. Now this hash code and this received hash code will be compared, right? This will be compared. If it is equal, then receiver will be sure that, yes, I have received the authenticated data, right? Because this hash key which we are using and this key which we are using here, this is only available to, we can say this is only available at the sender side as well as at the receiver side. And because we are performing here encryption as well as the decryption process, once we are encrypting the data, That means there will be a confidentiality. Always remember, if we are encrypting the data, that means no any third person can easily crack that data, isn't it? क्योंकि उसके पास वो कीज नहीं है थर्ड पर्सन के पास, whatever the secrets we are using, right? So here we are achieving the confidentiality because of the encryption, and as well as the authentication because of hash code, right? Confidentiality as well as the hash code, right? This is the first thing. Now in some cases where in such cases we can say sometimes we don't want any confidentiality, we just want authentication. We have to make sure कि data authenticated है, भले ही वो publicly available है, but it should be authenticated. Okay, so in such cases we can apply the case where we have, suppose the message, suppose we have here message. Now this message we are passing it through the hash function. This capital H is the hash function. Okay, so some calculations will be done, some operations will be performed at this hash function, and we will have one hash code. Okay, now what we are doing here, यहाँ तक तो same ही है. Now whatever the code we are having after this performance, we are passing this through the encryption. Okay, for this encryption we have to provide some key. This key we are providing for the encryption, then we will have some encrypted data. Now whatever the encrypted hash code will be there. अब क्या कर रहे हैं हम, मैसेज को हैश फंक्शन में दिया, कुछ हैश कोड जनरेट हुआ, फिर उसको इंक्रिप्शन में भेजा. Now after the encryption there will be a encrypted hash code, isn't it? Encrypted hash code. Now this message and this encrypted hash code we are passing as a by appending both. Okay, we are passing ahead by appending the both. Here encrypted hash code. Okay, and this message we are appending simply and we are passing it through the receiver. Directly send किया जाएगा. Now at the receiver side, what it will receive? ये message उसके साथ append किया हुआ encrypted hash code. Right? Now again, this is the encrypted hash code. That means receiver has to decrypt that code by using some key. Okay, this key will be same as of sender side. Fine. Now once this will be decrypted, receiver will also receive some hash code. Okay, receiver will also receive some hash code. Now this hash code, this will be matched by the output of this hash function which is performed at the receiver side. I will repeat this step. Whatever the received data is there, here receiver has received this message as well as the encrypted hash code. Okay, तो सबसे पहले क्या होगा यहाँ पे, एक तो ये मैसेज जो सिंपल मैसेज है जो अपेंड किया हुआ था इसके साथ, this message will be passed through the hash function and here at the sender receiver side one hash code will be generated. Fine. Now we have also received encrypted hash code. So it will be decrypted by applying some key and we will receive some hash code. Okay. Now this hash value and this received, जो यहाँ पे received नहीं, ये generated hash value हुई ना at the receiver side, and this was the received decrypted hash code. If this both are same, this will be compared. This will be compared. If both are equal, then we can say there is authentic. We are providing here authentication. If the hash values are same. If not, if there is any, we can say there is any difference between the bits, then we can say there is no any authentication. मतलब किसी और की तरफ से कुछ दूसरा hash value use करके कोई दूसरी value आई है, right? अगर same value नहीं मिली तो. Now, also we are providing here. So यहाँ पे are we providing confidentiality? here we are not encrypting the message, we are simply encrypting this hash code, right? ये hash code जो बना उसको हम लोग encrypt कर रहे हैं, we are not encrypting the message. So if this is appended simply message with the encrypted hash code, तो third person can use this message as it is, right? उसको कुछ लेना देना नहीं है कि hash code या फिर receiver की तरफ जाके उसको confirm है कि नहीं है, simply third person will use this message, right? So we are not providing here confidentiality. So this can be used, this scenario can be, these steps can be used where we do not want to secure our data या फिर किसी से हम उसको छुपाना चाहते हैं. If this message is publicly we have to broadcast, then simply we can use this, okay, by using the hash function. Simply if we want to provide the authentication, then we can use this concept. Okay, now here one more situation can happen where we can provide the authentication but not providing the confidentiality. But वो केस दूसरा रहेगा कि that situation will be different. How? Suppose I have a message. See, ये जो सारे देख रहे हैं ना concepts या फिर जो situations देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे कि क्या कैसे किस तरीके से हो सकता है. The question will be asked in the examination like what is the importance of authentication, or why we need to provide the authentication, and by using the hash function, in which situation how you will provide the authentication or the confidentiality, या फिर explain the different functions by which you can provide the authentication, or explain, list out all the functions and explain any one of them. तो मैक नाम से भी पूछा जा सकता है, हैश फंक्शन नाम से भी पूछा जा सकता है, इंक्रिप्शन नाम से भी पूछा जा सकता है, या फिर यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन in detail for 10 marks. The question will be asked like this. First of all, you have to explain why we require the authentication system, and then how we can provide. कौन से different वहाँ पे cases हो सकते हैं, that you have to explain. Okay. Now here we are discussing about the third situation of hash function. Okay. Now here suppose I have a message. Now I am passing this message through the hash function. Simply hash function के through अगर message जा रहा है, that means it will produce the hash code. Now the generated hash code I am simply encrypting. Okay, same जो हमने किया वही, but यहाँ पे for this encryption I am using the private key of A. Private key of A मतलब जो sender है, I'm using the sender's private key here for the encryption. In the previous example, previous situation, we have used one key which is available at the receiver side also. Now this is the asymmetric key, asymmetric wala situation. And in the previous one was the symmetric encryption method. Okay. Now here I'm using the private key of A. I'm encrypting the data, and data is your hash code. Okay. Now whatever the output I will generate, output I will receive, that output I'm simply passing ahead, and this will be appended. Fine, this will be appended. And this is the encrypted hash code, encrypted by using the private key of A, private key of sender itself. Now, while it will be transmitted like message and your encrypted hash code, right? So when it will be received at the receiver side, simply the same situation or same thing which we have already calculated in the last session, last scenario, same चीज करने जा रहे हैं. The message which we have received, which is not encrypted, so simply this message will be passed through the hash function. Now newly generated hash code will be available here, right? जो भी यहाँ पे hash code होगा, and this encrypted hash code we are first of all decrypting this. But the difference here is, now for decryption we are using what we can use here. Roll number 34. What can we use here for decryption? We have encrypted with the private key of A. So we can decrypt it by anyone.
Public key of A.
Yes, we can decrypt it by the public key of A. Always remember, in asymmetric key cryptography, we use for encryption decryption the pair of keys. If we have encrypted with the private key of any user, then we have to decrypt that same code with the public key of that particular user itself. अगर ए से किया है इनक्रिप्ट तो ए के ही पब्लिक की से डिक्रिप्ट करेंगे, अगर ए के पब्लिक की से इनक्रिप्ट किया है तो ए के ही प्राइवेट की से डिक्रिप्ट करेंगे. देयर इज ऑलवेज अ पेयर. Okay, so we are going to decrypt it using the public key of A. Now after decrypting this, we will receive some hash code. So this hash code and this newly calculated hash code at the receiver side, we are going to compare. And if it is equal, then we can say there is this is the authenticated data. But here again, we are providing encryption on the hash code, not on the message, right? Message is traveling without any encryption. Simply वो जैसा है वैसे कि वैसा उसको append किया जा सकता है. But once we, जैसे अभी कोई मैसेज है यहाँ पे, हेलो मैसेज है या फिर कोई पासवर्ड मैंने भेजा है, if I'm appending that password as it is, then anyone can access that. और भले ही उसको अभी यूज ना हो, but that contained this information any intruder can use for different purposes. मतलब यूजुअली ऐसा होता है ना कि sometimes it possible कि अगर पासवर्ड्स याद नहीं रहते हैं, so I try to use the same passwords for my different applications, for my different banking applications, या फिर ATM कार्ड भी हमारे पास डिफरेंट होते हैं, तो हम क्या करते हैं, कोई एक ही पासवर्ड सबको ही सेट कर देते हैं so that हम वो अच्छे से याद रख सके. But sometimes it is possible कि intruder can access that password और भले ही वो उस कार्ड के लिए या फिर उस पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे यूज ना करे, but that combination of the beats and by using if he knows the date of birth, ये सब चीजें तो publicly available रहती है, right? So by combining this, कुछ नए form करके for different purposes, any intruder or the hacker or unauthenticated user can access that data, right? So here we are not providing confidentiality, but we are providing the authentication. Simply we are saying yes, this data has been received by sent by the A user only, and we are providing the authentication. And here is the authenticator is the hash code. Hash function में hash code as a authenticator use work करता है. Always remember. ठीक है? Now the next case we are here taking the fourth case. Total 6 cases are there. Now here the fourth case is where we are going to provide confidentiality as well as the authentication. Okay, and with asymmetric key only. This is also asymmetric key part, and here also we are going to discuss asymmetry. Now here I have a message. I'm passing this through hash function. I will have some hash code. Okay, I will have some hash code, and this hash code I'm passing it through the encryption. Okay, now I'm using here private key of A. Okay, private key of A ही हम use कर रहे हैं इधर भी. Now this I'm appending this encrypted hash code and this message I'm appending. Okay, but this appended data now again I'm going to encrypt. Okay, and now this encryption will be done by the same key. अभी same key मतलब this key, this secret key which we are using, this key will be known to sender as well as to receiver. जो एक key यहाँ पे use करेंगे वो दोनों को भी पता होगी. Fine. So this key you were using and this encryption will be performed. Now after this encryption we will have ciphertext as well as the encrypted ciphertext जो कि plain text पे यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, encryption हुआ, and this encrypted hash code will be again encrypted, right? मतलब hash code का 2 बार encryption हुआ. So if any intruder will find out this data, तो इसको break करना, this is very difficult task, because hash value, always remember in the cryptography, the hash value is, or the hash function is very strongest security provider. जो hash value generate होती है, this is always the different hash value. मतलब ऐसा नहीं होता कि अगर आप same, we can say for the same word, same statement, it doesn't create the same encrypted data. Hash code same नहीं होता, हर बार अलग ही generate होता है. Even if you will only change a little bit, या फिर किसी 01001 में से सिर्फ आप एक 0 bit भी change करेंगे, then also it will generate a newly which will be very different to the previous hash code. Okay, that is why we always say that hash code is very strongest code. Okay, so here we have the ciphertext and the encrypted hash code, which is 2 times encrypted, right? Now, whenever it will be received at the receiver side, first of all, it has to decrypt. Now, this will be decrypted by using the key. Now, after decryption, it will receive, यहाँ पे जो भी था, यहाँ पे मिला हुआ, after decryption, it will have the message as well as the encrypted hash code. क्योंकि यहाँ एक और बार encryption हुआ है ना, so encrypted hash code. Now, this message, we are passing it through the hash function, and it will generate some hash code. Okay. Now this encrypted hash function, again we are performing here the decryption. Now here this will be decrypted by using the public key of A. Here private key of A is used to encrypt the hash code. Here we are using the public key of A for the decryption of the hash code. This is the encrypted hash code. Now here we have decrypted. Now once we will decrypt, we will receive some hash value. मतलब जो भी डिक्रिप्शन करके जो हैश वैल्यू मिली और जो न्यूली यहाँ पे कैलकुलेट हुई थी, जो भी मैसेज मिला उसकी तरफ, by using that message, if we are calculating the newly hash code, if both are same, we are going to compare this. If both are same, then we can say we are providing the authentication. This is the authenticated data. So here we are checking out for authentication as well as for the confidentiality, because here we are encrypting the message also in this case, right? Confidentiality as well as the authentication. Fine. Now the fifth case is, this question will be asked for 6 or 10 marks. Explain the different situations of hash functions by which you can provide the authentications. Okay, short note में भी आ सकता है, as well as explain hash function properties and the features of hash functions. ये भी properties and characteristics पूछे जाते हैं hash functions के short note में. Now the fifth case is, again we are not providing confidentiality and we are providing the authentication. Here is ऐसा है कि जहाँ पे sender and receiver will have some secret key. We will call this as a S. ठीक है? Now how we are doing this? Simply यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? Message और secret key directly append कर रहे हैं. Okay? Message. Here we have a message, and we will be having some secret key. Okay, secret key plus message. Simply we are appending this. Fine. And after appending, now we are passing it through the hash function, and it will generate some hash code. Okay. Now this generated hash code, now we are appending again with the message. Okay, this generated hash code we are appending with the message. Fine. Now this will be directly transmitted to the receiver. The receiver will receive the message and the hash code. Right. Now what receiver is going to do at receiver side, at its own side, this message जो भी receive हुआ, this and S, that is secret key, क्योंकि receiver के पास भी है ना. So this will be taken as a separately, मतलब separately it will be appended together. Secret key and the message, this will be appended, and now it will be passed through the hash function. Receiver is going to repeat the same thing. Okay, message जो receive हुआ वो और उसके पास जो secret key है वो append करके that will be passed through the hash function. Now it will generate some hash code. Fine. Now this received hash code, and if this calculated hash code is equal, then only we are saying this is the authenticated data. We are here comparing. So again, if we are not encrypting the message, then we are not providing the confidentiality. But we are providing authentication. Fine. We are using here one separate key, which is called a secret key, which will be appended with the message, and that will be passed through the hash code. Okay, and then again it will be appended with the message, and then that will be transmitted to the receiver. Fine. Now, the last case where we are providing the confidentiality as well as the authentication. Now here I have a message. यहाँ पे इसी केस पे हम लोग confidentiality provide कर रहे हैं. Okay, ये message मैंने लिया, and also I'm using the S, that is secret key. Okay, and this we are appending. After appending, the same case I am transmitting it through hash function. We are preparing the hash code, and this I'm appending. The same case यहाँ तक. Okay. Now this appended data, now we are encrypting. Fine. For this encryption, I'm providing some key. Okay. After this encryption, one encrypted message and the code will be transmitted to the receiver. Now at the receiver side, first it will decrypt by using the same key. Fine. After decryption, it will receive message and the hash code, right? Message and the hash code. Now this message, receiver is going to append it with the S value, right? Suppose यहाँ पे एक S value भी है और ये message ऐसे मिला के ये क्या करेगा? Append करेगा. Now this appended data will be passed through the hash function, and newly generated hash code will be available here. Fine. Now this hash code and this hash code will be compared. If both are equal, then we are saying this is the authenticated data. Because we are encrypting the plain text also, we can say this is we are providing the confidentiality here. Fine. So these are all the different scenarios where we can use the hash function according to the requirement of our data which we are transmitting, according to the requirement of the user, whether user wants the authentication only, user wants confidentiality only, or user wants both, right? So according to the requirement, we can apply any one of the situation which we have discussed now. Okay, there are total 6 different SIMs are available now. Properties of hash function. Some properties and characteristics we will discuss, and then we will end. Now properties of hash function क्या है? The very first property is the compression. See, as per the compression property, the output of your hash function is much smaller than the size of your input. Okay, we have already discussed this. Suppose if you have like 1024 bit of data, okay, and if you are passing it through your hash function, and consider hash function. By using hash function, suppose you are using the SHA1, ये हम पढ़ेंगे क्या होता है SHA, क्या होता है MD5, that we are going to discuss in the upcoming sessions. So if you are using the SHA1 method, then it will generate some 160 bit of SHA code या फिर hash code. Okay, so that is what we are saying. As per the compression property, the output of your hash function is much smaller than the size of your input. Okay. The second property here available is your pre-image resistance. Pre-image resistance. Now this pre-image resistance means it is very difficult to find your input from the given hash function output, right? We know that we pass our message through the hash function, right? And we form some value, h value or x value, code को कुछ भी नाम दो आप, ठीक है? So it is very difficult to find out this x from the given message. From the code to find out the given message, it is very difficult. क्योंकि ये एक तो equal size का नहीं है. So यहाँ पे हमें कोई भी अंदाजा नहीं है. If we have the equal size of ciphertext as per the plain text, then there is some way कि मतलब हाँ चलो यहाँ पूरा data तो आ गया, पूरा plain इतना length तो बन गया. At least we can say that. But here we are getting a very small size. तो हमें ये अंदाजा भी नहीं है कि कितना बीट का रहेगा plain text, तब जाके ये इतना बनेगा, right? So it is very difficult to find out the original plain text size, right? This is the pre-image resistance. Now weak, there is one more property here. It is called as the weak collision resistance. Now what is this weak collision resistance? Whatever the given message will be there, your given message will be there, and this weak collision resistor means it is difficult to produce any other different message such that your hash of this first message is equals to the hash of this second message. मतलब किसी भी दो different messages का hash value could not be same. सेम आता ही नहीं वहां पे, इस तरीके का उसमें एल्गोरिथम है, ठीक है? दिस इज कॉल्ड एज द वीक कोलिजन रेजिस्टेंस. दैट मींस इट इज we can say infeasible to find two different messages with the same hash value. Okay, now there is one more property which is called as strong collision resistance. Strong collision resistance. Now when we say strong collision resistance, it looks like the weak collision resistance itself. मतलब what this strong collision resistance, the meaning of this is it is difficult to find any two different messages that has the same hash value, but the different between these two, weak and the strong, is this weak collision resistance is क्या है? This is bound to a particular input. मतलब ये M1 and M2 ये किसी particular message के through एक पूरा एक statement है और जिसका वही पार्ट है, ये मैसेजेस जो है किसी एक ही पर्टिकुलर प्रोसेस के पार्ट है. ओके, बट दिस स्ट्रॉन्ग कोलिजन रेजिस्टेंस जिसमें हम कह रहे हैं कि डू डिफरेंट मैसेजेस, इन दैट दिस एंटायरली दिस टू पैरामीटर्स आर एंटायरली डिफरेंट, एंड about that entire different messages, if we are talking about the hash functions which could not be same, then it is called as a strong collision resistance. Okay, but always remember there is a little bit difference between this strong collision resistance and the weak collision resistance. एकदम एक छोटा सा डिफरेंस है, बट उसको जो प्रॉपर्टी है ये अलग अलग तरीके से उसको रिप्रेजेंट किया जाता है. फाइन. नाउ इफ कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स अगर इसके पूछे जाए हैश फंक्शन के, the first is it is very quick to calculate your hash value for any given message. Okay, कोई भी message लो, उसका आपको hash value calculate करना बहुत, we can say it takes less time to calculate the hash value as compared to different encryption methods which we have already discussed. Okay, now hash function, this hash function can be applied to any length of message. Okay, any length of data block. Even if you are dividing your entire message into the different blocks, and if those blocks are of different sizes also, then it doesn't matter कि उसका size कितना है, it can be applied, this hash function can be applied to any size of or any length of the data block. Okay, and as I already said, if there is any small changes in your message, in your original message, then it will always change the hash value. That is the third characteristics. Okay, आप भले ही थोड़ा सा या फिर एक बिट का भी फर्क करते हैं in your original message, then also it will change, और we can say वहां पे बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस आएगा आपके हैश वैल्यू में. जो प्रीवियस वाला था और जो करंट आएगा उसमें बहुत डिफरेंस होता है, कहीं पे भी आप उसको मैच नहीं कर पाएंगे. फाइन, तो यस ऑल्सो और एक बताया कि जैसे हैश फंक्शन यू जनरेट वेरी डिफरेंट हैश वैल्यूज फॉर द डिफरेंट. और हाँ, वन मोर थिंग, इवन इफ यू हैव द सेम मैसेजेस, सपोज आफ्टर सम टाइम आई हैव रिसीव्ड द सेम ब्लॉक ऑफ द डेटा, मेरे पास ये ब्लॉक्स दो अलग अलग हैं, B1 and B2, but I have the same data in these blocks, then also it will generate the different hash code. Okay, even if these blocks are the part of the same process, but if these blocks you are passing it through the hash function, it will generate the different hash code. Okay, this is also the one very important property of the hash function. Now under this hash function we have different algorithms like MD5, SHA, and one more is there. And after that we have to discuss the digital signature. Digital signature is also depend upon the hash function. Digital signature concept आपने सुना होगा, right? So digital signature, that method is also depend upon the hash function that we will discuss in the upcoming sessions. Fine. So today we will stop here and mark your attendance.